we've just left Lhasa and we are on our way to another town, which is about 8 hours drive away. I remember the name, it's Gyatso, something like that. We'll be stopping off at various points on the way there. And then you can see one of the new road tunnels. See electricity power lines carrying electricity to all parts of Tibet. Every village, even the most remote villages, now have electricity. You see these brand new pylons shining there in the centre. You can see the new railways crossing the river. Pillars in, but they haven't the deck down yet. All over the place on the rocks you see these little painted ladders, and they're painted by the relatives of people who've died. These little ladders are supposed to help their soul get to heaven. They're everywhere, hundreds of them. So this is the Lhasa River. There's some really big fish in here, but of course Tibetans don't fish. Because when somebody dies, one of the ways of disposing of the body is they chop it up and throw it into the river, because the body is of no use. It's only the soul which is everlasting. When somebody dies, the body is finished with. This is a typical Tibetan village. It's actually bigger than a village, almost a town, maybe. And they all have these solar cookers. Tables or pool tables all over the shop. The land is very, very poor. It's mainly rocky alluvial. And the main crop is barley. You can see here typical Tibetan village houses with little prayer flags on the top. There you get another view down. And here they seem to be growing mustard. And now we're beginning a big climb up to the top of the pass. Tiny fields. You can see the barley has just been harvested. See evidence of an abandoned village, little fields not cultivated, ruined buildings down there. It's obviously been quite a sizable village in its time. Climb up. We're about halfway up. It's a wonderful day. Beautiful blue sky in the air. It's absolutely crystal clear. Lemon farm, all the fields. It must be a hard place to eke out a living up here. And you can see the road snaking ever onwards, ever upwards. reaching the summit now. You can see where we've come from. And what a stunning day it is. You can see lots of little piles of stones. You see, it's amazing how humans, when they have little, sort of high up, feel as if they have to make little heaps of stones here, there and everywhere. You find them all over the world. We're approaching the summit now. We've been grinding our way up here for about an hour. And look at that view. Isn't that just stunning? It's just something else. Well, this is the view from the other side of the pass. This is the... We've stopped at the summit. It's bedlam. This beautiful green lake with those mountains in the distance. 7,200 metres. Mountain there, Snow Mountain it's called. And we are here about 4,800 metres. Look at the colour of that water. It's pure turquoise. It's absolutely fantastic. Fabulous. Yak all dressed up. You have to pay if you want to sit on top of it. Yeah. You get many, many animals, people waiting. Yak, dogs, Tibetan mountain dogs. Many, many people. It's 10 yuan to photograph one of the yaks or one of the dogs. This is about just over £1 if you want to sit on one. Nicely decorated yak. Tremendous background. And that's at the top of all of these places in Tibet. You had masses of these prayer flags. Karo La, which is 5,050 metres above sea level. And this is the Yandrok So Lake in front of us. Lots of little sheep. Stop beside the lake, and here you can see many, many, many piles of stones. I don't know why. You see it all over the world. Humans making little piles of stones all over the place. Even at Angkor Wat, they were doing this. See that lovely shimmer on the lake over there. Beautiful. I was just about to take a shot of this diver, and some pillock threw a stone at it. And there you can see a little farmstead on the far side. More often than not, all you see are abandoned farmsteads as people move away from the land into towns. Living up here, it must be a very, very harsh environment. Very, very harsh. Refreshing might be your word for it, but I think it's called freezing.
Yeah. It's quite so cold.
See what happens if I submerge the thingy a little bit? Probably break.
Get half and half. It work? Yeah. Sweet. It's not that cold.
Yeah, I've done one, yeah.
So the little piles of stones are put there by Tibetan pilgrims, and they each represents a miniature stupa.